Okay, here I got a setup as a generator. It will show you the input to power the generator, and we'll show you the output. Right now we're gonna run with this battery banks. Okay, this one is, I just choose it because I can use the battery for tools and use as a power bank when the grid go down. This one particular one is custom, I build it is as it can charge 8 batteries at the same time. And then the second thing it can do is send out the output and look back for the input, so you can use the grid. You can see the grid charging the battery, and the battery provide the power as simultaneously. Okay, so you don't have to wait to charge while you're going. So today I want to demonstrate that if we have a light that connects to the battery and the light up, and if the voltage of the battery never go down, you say a day or 2 days, whatever, and the voltage never go down, will you consider that is free energy? Okay, and if you don't think it is, then this video is not for you. Right? To me, if a battery never go down and the light keep on running, there's no sense of why not it run for a long time. Okay, so this is we're going to demonstrate this generator can put more power out than the input. Okay, so let me turn on the inverter. The inverter, you can see the wire connect to the generator. See, right now it's 41.5 and 125 volt, and this is a 1500 watt pure sine inverter. Right? I'm gonna let it out. Okay. Turn on the power. As you can see, the RPM see the shaft spinning at the rate of 40 some RPM, and right now it produced 27 volt 28 volt DC, and on the AC side you can see 20 volt each phase. Okay, and it's consuming 18 watts. Okay, 0.25 amp, 125 volt. That's the input. Okay, the reason we got 2 meters because we got a rectifier. Okay, we measure the AC side and the DC side. Okay, now we're gonna go for the speed higher. Now you can see it's spinning. Okay, and you can see it's 590 RPM. Okay, about 600 RPM. Now the DC increased 350 volt. On the AC side is 260 volt AC each phase. Right? And same thing with the AC input, it rises up to 190 watts. Check like the amperage. 2.7 amp. 126 volt. Right? Now let's get back to the wattage and we know. And right now, because of red meter, I cannot measure the average because this one can handle 5 amp. So we're gonna switch the meter later, okay, afterward. Right now, let's check the AC side on the AC amperage. As you can see now, it's 23.6 amp. See it? Really? Okay. And on the 40.3 volt, 127 volt, and it's charging some of the battery from the grid. Okay, but in the future we're gonna route the output of this DC generator or AC come back to charge the battery, and that's what I'm trying to do. Is battery, if the voltage never go down, this generate continuous and gonna output. And from, because of the RPM, it's only 600 right now, we're gonna increase double, and you can see it's coming up. RPM 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000, 1100. You can see it varies. You can see it very fast. Now the AC voltage is, oh, that's an amperage. You can see it's 39 amp. Okay, let's check the voltage. 500 volt. So if you time 500 volt times by 40 amp, that's 20,000 watts. But take a look at the AC input, less than 400 watts for input. Okay, and on the DC side, 670 volt. Okay, look at the amperage, 5.5. Take a look at the voltage, 125. Okay, wattage right here, you can see 386 watts. Okay, the output you can see much better. Okay, same thing. So right now all we need to do is measure the DC voltage, the amperage. Okay, I gotta shut it off because this is a very high voltage. See, now we turn up to 600 RPM right now again. Okay, now we can test the amperage on the DC. At 600 RPM, it's got 140 amp. Okay, you can see it. Okay. Same again, 180 watts. You can see the shaft spinning. Okay. Now let's increase this to double the speed. See that though? 1150. And you can see the amperage is 270 amp. See, AC each phase. This is we're taking all one shot. So basically, you can see off grid. See, everything is running power on the battery. So with this much of power, we can loop back and charge the battery. And that's what the next step I need to do is convert the voltage down to, the battery, DC to DD, converter. Okay. Lots of power. So if you time 20,000 watts divided by 400 watts that you use, it's a lot of percentage, way more than you ever need. Okay. So obviously it will work with the grid if you hook it up straight. Instead of using an inverter, hook it up straight to the outlet. It will work the same. But this one for off grid. And you can use this power to charge electric cars on the run, so you never have to wait for a charging station anymore. And this is just a prototype. The production model will be 1/3 of this size. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.